On May 22nd, 2019, Sturgis police were dispatched after a caller reported something seriously wrong inside the apartment of 39-year-old Wade Allen. His girlfriend, Kelly Jean Warner, hadn't been seen for days, and Allen's vague explanations didn't match the growing concern around him. When officers arrived, their body cameras captured the moment they realised this wasn't just a welfare check. It was the start of a case that would shake the entire department.
Hi, Wade.
Hey, Wade. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
I remember you from the Speedway.
Yeah.
3537, Sigma 5.
What are you up to now?
Oh, not much.
We're looking for Kimberly.
Kelly?
Or Kelly. She.
You know Kelly?
Kimberly or Kelly?
From the shelter, maybe?
KJ?
KJ?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard from that person in some months. She hasn't been around in a while.
She doesn't live with you or
No.
do you know her? Or do you...
I haven't heard from her in a while. The last time I've seen her is a couple months, and last I heard she's in Kalamazoo. And after that, I haven't heard from her.
Alright. Well, we just need to talk to her.
Oh, well,
Do you mind if we come and look, see if make sure she's not here?
I can tell you she's not. I mean, I haven't got any mail. If you got that, I can give you that. But she's not here right now. I can tell you that.
You don't mind if we just verify real quick she's not in there and then we'll get out of here?
Or we can
We'll
call.
just tell Kalamazoo that she's not down here and we can get that wiped off the plate.
I think the best way for me to help you get a hold of her is through the shelter. I got her shelter manager person, and I can give you that information. But as far as here, I don't like just... My place is a mess, and I don't like just people coming and going all the time.
We don't care. We see all sorts of apartments and homes and...
Well,
All we gotta do is verify she's not here and then we can get out of here and be done with it. They've been trying to locate her for a few days.
I've been waiting to hear from her on Facebook, and I haven't heard from her. So that's all I could tell you is try Kalamazoo. Like, she hasn't been here in forever, and I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I'd really appreciate it if you let us come in and look real quick. We could care less about whatever your apartment looks like.
Singleton.
I don't know. I feel iffy. If you guys want to come by another time, just not right now. Let me at least have a day where I can clean up and do things.
Okay. Well, here's the deal, Wade. If we gotta get a search warrant, we will. All right.
Okay.
We don't want to go that route.
I know.
That's a lot of work for all of us, including you. So, if we gotta do that, we're gonna have to detain you and put you in the car for a little while. All right, until we get that search warrant. It'll take a couple hours, but we should be able to get it. All we want to do is verify she's not in there. If she's in there, can you just have her come out and say I'm fine?
Well, she's not, though. That's the thing. Like, I mean, I can open up and I'll say, hey, KJ, Kelly, and there's no Kelly or KJ.
You mind if I just stand here and look in?
You can. I mean, I don't have her here.
Okay.
Honestly, she hasn't been here in months. I mean, when she took off, she didn't give me any notice. Her caseworker says there's been collected mail, and I have some of that she left me with.
Do you have some of her mail?
Yeah, if you guys do find her or get a hold of her, you can hand that to her if you'd like. But I haven't been able to get a hold of her.
All right. Who owns this apartment complex? Who's your landlord?
I got his information over there. I'll have to look for it in a moment.
Okay. Why don't you
Have him get a hold of you guys?
Well, we need to get a hold of him like right now. You don't have his phone number or anything?
Not right now. I don't keep anything on me. I just have things stashed away, like information.
Is it Kreitz? You don't know his name either?
No, his name's Kreitz.
Is it Kreitz?
Yeah.
That's clear. 2319.
But yeah, she isn't here. She hasn't been here in months. So.
Okay. All right.
But do you want me to get a caseworker's number information? Again, I have to look through my information stuff, and I can give you a caseworker's number.
Okay.
Because I think her and I have the same one.
Well, that's a possibility. Do you have any shoes handy real quick? Can you just throw some shoes on real quick?
I could. Why? Why do I need my shoes on?
Because like I said, you're going to be detained and we're going to get a search warrant, okay?
Oh, you just want to walk in, that's it?
Yeah, that's basically all we want to do is just verify.
Our bosses want
Yeah.
to make sure she's not here. So
Yeah.
we don't want. We want to do what we got to do for our job, and then we're out.
And if she's here, we don't care. We could just say, hey, okay, if she's not here, yeah.
Do
you mind if it's just one of you then?
One of us is fine.
Do you want to come in?
I'll go and wait. Thank you.
I know you know me enough. Like,
Yeah, I just.
it's not much, but I don't have. I mean, I got my friend's sunglasses here, but not much of anything. And then I got all this. This is my bedroom. You see? Now here, I had her suitcase from when she was here. Just me, and if I do have a guest, I have a bed.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't have anyone here.
Okay.
Notice how Alan wouldn't let officers check the cooler at first. He said the apartment was a mess and hesitated when asked what was inside. A short time later, those coolers for summer turned out to contain something no one could ignore.
And I just
All right, man.
Myself.
What's in the cooler?
Oh, that's for when the summer comes around. I'm gonna have parties and stuff. So.
All right, no problem. Can you open that for me, and then we'll get out of here?
Well, not right now. I can't. Like, I mean, I want to save that for later.
Okay.
For when the summer gets here. So. But I showed you. She hasn't been here in forever.
Okay. Well, why don't you just open that cooler, and we'll get out of here. I just want to make sure anywhere that she could be hiding.
She's not gonna be hiding.
Well, I just need to know that, okay?
No, I mean, I can help you out there, but I've shown you everything.
Okay. All right. You won't.
I haven't seen her, like I said, in forever.
Nope. You don't have no closets or.
No. I mean, just this. You know? And that's it.
Okay.
But she's not here and hasn't been. I wish she was.
All right, man. You can walk me to the front then. So.
All right.
You won't open that cooler for me?
Well,
Can you open the fridge for me? Make sure she's not hiding in there.
there's no point in the fridge either. Like, I mean, it's just food and stuff.
I understand.
You know.
All right. Why don't you throw your shoes on real quick?
Well, I helped you out. I showed
You did partially. What? You have shoes you can throw on real quick?
A little bit. But here, I'll help you. You know.
Okay, I'll help you out. Go on out.
Well, I gotta
You're detained right now. Okay, go on out.
I'm detained.
You're detained. Right. Walk
Well,
out there.
You said
I said
get my shoes on.
you're not gonna get them on now. I'm giving you the opportunity. Walk out there. Do it now. You got anything illegal on you?
No, I don't.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
You got a knife or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Why don't you turn around against the wall real slowly?
Being detained, I'm just.
Just want the opportunity to look the rest of the way through the apartment. Okay.
Well, I showed you everything. Here, let me.
Do you want to show me?
I will. I showed you everything.
Why don't you walk back in there and show me then?
But I did. You see?
Can I look in that fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. It's something.
Okay. I see she's not in there.
What do you want to be in a fridge?
I understand that, but we gotta look. We found people in some crazy places. In little cupboards like that, people can crawl in there and fit in there. I just want to make sure 100% that she's not here, and then we'll get out of here.
She wouldn't have to hide.
Well, I don't know her. I don't know anything about her. I don't know if she's hiding from the law or hiding from her family or what she's doing.
Well, I don't think she would.
I just want to verify. Okay. Can I look in that cooler over there?
That's kind of, like I said, later on in summer stuff, but I'm trying to keep my stuff kind of private, you know?
Well, that's fine. All I want to do is open it, say, KJ, you in there, and then close it right back up, and I'll get out of here. You'll be out of handcuffs, and we'll be gone.
Let's have a warrant for the rest of this, and I'll just get detained.
Okay.
I don't understand why all this. I don't know what.
I left that unlocked.
Oh, I can lock it real fast. Hold on.
We'll leave it unlocked.
One of us will stay right here.
Yeah,
with it,
we gotta stay right here now that we're getting a search warrant. So nobody's gonna go in.
Okay.
So.
Is that your only door, Wade?
Huh?
Is that the only door to the apartment?
Yeah, it
I just want to verify
Signal 5.
Okay.
that she's not in there. Why don't you just have a seat right there?
Well, do you mind if I wait out here? I mean.
No, I gotta type up a search warrant, so it's gonna take a while. So if you let me if we can go back in there and you let me look real quick, it's gonna be all over with. I'll say, hey, listen, Wade is cool. He let us look through his house. She's not there. We'll let Kalamazoo know. And it'll be all done, and we'll get out of here. But at this point, I'm suspicious that she is in there.
Why?
So, because you won't let me look in that cooler or any other big boxes in there. I didn't see anything else I need to look through, but that big cooler, I have no idea what size she is. If she's a little person, you could probably put two of her in that cooler. That cooler was that big. So basically, I was gonna make sure she's not hidden in there. It took you a little while to answer your door, so I don't know
Well,
if she was.
The reason why I took a while is because I had to get dressed.
Okay. And yeah, I understand that. If you were in bed, yeah. All right, have a seat.
I actually like to stay out here if that's okay.
Well, we can't because we got a type of search warrant, and you got to be detained while we do that.
I won't move. I won't be out of the way.
Well, you got to have a seat. I'll roll the windows down.
But I'm not under arrest.
You're being detained. Yeah, you're not under arrest right now.
Okay, so I just want to sit through this. And
While you're being detained, you got to abide by our rules, and our rules are you got to sit in the car.
okay,
I appreciate that. You want me to roll the windows down for you?
will you show me what the warrant's gonna say on it?
Yeah, absolutely. We got to type it up first.
Okay.
So,
Because I did let you in the premise.
yep, you let me in. You gave me consent to walk through, but you didn't give me consent to check the whole area.
Right.
So
I did give you consent to walk through because you wanted to look for her and she wasn't there.
but I didn't get to check the whole area. So, in order to do my job, I gotta check the whole area. So I gotta ask the judge, wake him up, and say, "Listen, I checked most of it, but there was a few areas that Wade wouldn't let me look that would be big enough to house KJ." And he'll say, "Well, he'll either say yes, we're going to give you the search warrant, or no, we're not going to." So we gotta go by his rules now. So.
All his rules.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty much it. Just I'll sit right here if that's okay. Because
You can sit long ways across the seat, but you got to get all the way in there.
all right.
If you want to put your back towards the other door, you can, or whatever's more comfortable for you. You can
Okay, I still want to get my wallet going.
We're
get that to you.
going to get that here.
Can I go back in my apartment right now?
Not right at this minute.
All right, we're probably gonna go back to PD, and I'll let you go in there and sit it down, and I'm gonna start typing for a few minutes. Okay.
Okay, I'm just kind of like shook up right now. I'm in handcuffs and
No, I understand it. All you had to do is say,
That's so quick.
go ahead and look wherever you want to look, and we see all sorts of crazy stuff. So if
Like
there's,
I told you, that's all we were looking for, sir.
yeah, we're not.
Not looking
If there's anything illegal in there, we could care less. Okay.
there is one. So
Okay. Okay, doke. Well, we will head back to the PD and go from there. Okay.
all right.
42
I'll roll the window down here a second. Yeah. So he's trying to steer me away from this big little cooler that's in the corner of the living room.
That should be the first
There's
place.
pretty. It's a big, huge green cooler, and then you've got boxer crap on top of it. Don't stink in there. But the apartment's kind of sweet, but I don't smell meat Benson. Yeah, yeah. So I don't know what he's got in that cooler, but he kept pulling me away from it. Every time I look over there, he said, "You can look at my bedroom now." And I'm like, "Oh, what's in that cooler?"
I'm really feeling claustrophobic right now.
Okay. Well, we could end this all. You could take me in there and let me look around more, or we can. I've got to take you back and put you in a cell while I'm doing the search warrant. So it'll take a.
I have to be in a cell just to.
Yeah, I can't. We've got to have these two officers stay here. Anytime we get a search warrant, we got to stay on the premises because you're not here. We want to make sure nobody goes in there. Yeah. So basically, what I got to do now is take you back, put you in a cell, and then type the search warrant. It'll take a couple hours to get the search warrant verified.
Back in there, you're gonna take the handcuffs off me?
I absolutely would if you let me look around. I don't want to put you in handcuffs. Okay.
What's that?
4110.
I don't like
Also,
being
going to be
just-
to the south.
Locked up just for.
Wait, I hate that you're back there because I know you. All right.
Okay.
Basically, I just want you to cooperate so we can get this over with. Whatever we see in that house, I could care less. I got stuff in my house that's not supposed to be there.
All right, man, if you let him check, we would have been gone by now. You were
Yeah, you'd have been sleeping. All we got to do is say, "Listen, yeah, she's not here. We're gonna move on."
checked everywhere she's
Yeah.
here. She's not here.
All right. Well, let me go back then, and then I can get my wallet, and then I can let you check everything down.
Okay, I appreciate that. It's going to save us all a lot of time and agony, and
Because this is causing me claustrophobia, and I'm really having anxiety.
it sucks. It sucks, I know. But in order to get a search warrant, I'll have to leave you. So, all right, I gotta lock everything back up. I hate being back there too, man. I gotta sit back there sometimes when we're tripled up.
Faced with the reality of a warrant and hours in a cell, Alan finally allows the officers to check the cooler. The moment it's opened confirms that this case is far more serious than anyone expected.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door for you.
Yeah.
No one has come or gone.
Okay, can I look in your cupboards here?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I can see through that one. I can't see in this one.
Yeah, there it is.
So am I good to look around a little bit? Then we'll get you out of handcuffs and we'll leave.
Yeah.
I'm good to check things out. All I'm concerned about is any closets or any coolers.
Like I said, just in here. Watch.
Okay. Can I pop it open and just take a peek?
Well, yeah, if you want.
Okay. Why don't you step back for a second?
Okay.
What's in there?
Just stuff.
Okay. All right. Let's head out here.
But my wallet's right there.
Okay. I'll grab it. Head out here.
But everything should be good now.
Yep. Everything's good.
I showed you everything.
Yep. You're under arrest, okay?
Under arrest.
Yes, you are.
All right.
Gotta get the crime task force out.
I live by myself.
Have you lived with someone there in the past?
The only one I had live with me for a while was Kelly Jean.
Okay. And when you say Kelly Jean, do you mean Kelly Jean Warner Miller?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll start with saying that she's hyperglycemic.
Okay.
Alright, so her eating levels are important. She has to have a certain amount of sugars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I only bring that to attention because I know at one point while she was making cereal, she fainted and really hurt her head, and it really concerned me. Because a little after that, I started seeing impairment issues.
Okay. When she fell, you described it as she kind of fell backwards and hit the back of her head on the floor?
Yeah.
Was this at your apartment
Yeah.
at 209? Okay. Where inside of the apartment did she fall and where did that happen at?
Kitchen.
In the kitchen? Okay. So let's get back to our sequence of how things kind of played out and what happened. So wake up in the morning, she's in the bathtub, she's not breathing. What transpired from there?
Well, it's not pretty, I'll tell you that. Seeing things that I can't unsee, but... Okay, so it took me a while to get some coolers. In the process of that, I would run cold water on her until I got some coolers, because I was like, I mean, you have a lot of detective shows, right?
Sure.
You know, so
They're
they
good.
tell you if you keep the body cold or something, maybe it'll preserve it. I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant in what I'm thinking, but that's TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't move her at all for a long time.
How long do you think a long time would be?
2 or 3 weeks. Like a portion of April.
Okay. Sorry, I got my wife is texting me. So I'm listening, I'm just trying to multitask.
Hey, the wife, it's important.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding Wade and KJ, do you know about that call?
Yes, I did.
Did you place that call to Central Dispatch?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what was that call in reference to?
My family was getting very scared of him, and it was to the point that they couldn't even sleep, so I had to do something.
Okay, and why is it that they were getting scared of him and couldn't sleep?
He kept making comments about killing and cutting up our friends. Came to me one night on Facebook saying that he was really scared and that he had done something stupid and now needed someone to talk to. He said that he had hit KJ, as he's done numerous times, but this time she hit her head on the fireplace, the mantelpiece of it, and that she had stayed like that for a couple days, and he knew she was alive, but she wouldn't eat or nothing like that. He said that he took a torch and would torch some of her body. I don't really want to mention which parts that he was talking about, but
do you mean that like her private areas?
Yes.
Like her breasts and her vagina? Okay.
Just to see if she was still there, I guess. He wanted us to help him move the body with the car, and we both told him no, that we can't do that. And I was like, you know, you're one of my closest friends, and I'll keep your secret for you, but obviously I couldn't. Like I said, I didn't want him to get in trouble, but, you know, the more I thought about it, KJ needs justice more than anything.
So Wade told you that he struck KJ and that she hit her head on
the fireplace. I don't know if it's a fireplace or a mantle.
Okay.
Something. It was protruding concrete.
And then she fell to the floor, I'm assuming? And he just let her lay there?
He said that he put her in the tub. And eventually, after, you know, that's when all the burnings and everything was. Eventually, he got a saw and cut her up and put her in coolers. And his plan was to dispose of the body. And that's when he asked me if we could drive him around, and we told him no.
I wanted her to get back to good health. I've seen her go through some bad situations, and I thought she'd be tougher than that. Like, be able to I just didn't realize how much. And I've never seen that woman scream. Never. I might have only seen her cry maybe 4 times.
Okay. What caused her to cry?
2 times was pain related. Like where she got hurt, she cried.
How'd she get hurt? Did she cut herself bad, or was it a broken bone, or?
Just, I don't know if I don't even want to really talk about that. I just know that that's the only time I've ever seen her cry.
Okay.
It was twice out of pain.
Okay.
And twice when I left her alone.
You don't want to talk about it? Cause did you cause the pain to her? And you can be honest with me, Wade. It's all about getting everything off your chest.
When I left her alone, I know when she cried being alone, I caused that emotional pain. Physical pain, I don't think me causing her physical pain caused her to cry. I think, well, maybe.
Maybe it was a little physical pain from you.
It might have been, but it's only been twice I've ever seen her cry for me. She doesn't cry very often.
Gotcha. She's tough,
And she doesn't yell or scream.
She don't yell or scream. She's just tough.
Yeah.
Why would she have cried from a physical pain from you? Did you guys get in an argument or something? And
I don't want to talk about that part. Like,
it's important to get it off your chest.
I don't want to. I don't like the fact that I caused her pain.
We would rather find out from you telling us if you knew how she died, rather than finding out from the autopsy.
Right.
If we find out from the autopsy that you're not sharing the whole story, like 100% of it,
right,
then the prosecutor's gonna look at this and they're gonna probably take it up a few notches, if you know what I mean.
right.
What we
I'm
want
telling you
is
the absolute truth. Like
okay.
physically,
That's what we
I had
want.
nothing to do with whatever happened in that tub. Like other than that water, okay, I am taking full responsibility for not managing that water like I should have.
Sure.
So those foot marks, she got scalded. That was stupidity on my part. The only, like, okay, as far as smacking or whatever, the only thing I ever used on her was a belt. Alright, so if they look at the body, we're going to see belt marks, but
Okay.
that wouldn't cause death.
When was the last time you used a belt on her?
Probably a day or two before. But
Before she died?
yeah, but that couldn't cause death.
I wouldn't think it would. So yeah. Why did you use a belt on her?
Because I don't want to use hands.
Okay. What did she do to deserve the belt?
Oh, her coming back type thing.
Okay. So it was punishment to her.
But that's my point. I
Yeah.
started using the belt because I didn't want to use hands anymore.
Okay.
That's why I'm not saying it's that much better, okay? I shouldn't be physical anyways. But when you were asking about this whole backslapping thing,
Mm-hmm.
I stopped using hands a long while ago.
Okay.
With her, it's a belt. You're going to see the belt marks. When you guys get the autopsy, I want that to be known.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
belt.
we need to know about that. That way we know where it came from. Yeah. Any other markings or bruisings on her body that we should know about that we can justify as where they came from?
Nothing that else comes to my moment. I just know belt marks.
Okay.
Look for that. I know
Okay.
there's that. And then, like I said, when she fell, look for maybe some kind of blood on her brain. Because it took her the 2 weeks to start to lose all those functions. And if brain damage takes a while for it to take effect,
Do you think you were any cause of that brain damage in any way?
that fall
By
is it.
what's that? Okay.
When I saw her fall. And the thing is, I don't know how often that happens when I'm not there. So to answer that, I know I didn't cause that brain damage.
Okay. How often did you scold her with the belt or with your hand or whatever?
It was only really the belt anymore.
Okay.
And
Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that with us.
I don't know what caused her death.
Okay. We're not going to find any belt marks around her neck, are we? That's just a question I got asked, as she's been asphyxiated by a belt.
I don't think you all know.
What if we do?
I don't think you should be finding things.
Okay.
But
Where's this belt at?
it's in the house.
Where would it be in the house?
Like where my chair is,
Yeah, in the living room?
the living room to the left by my clothes pile.
Okay.
I'm just saying this because I don't think it would have been a cause of death.
You don't think asphyxiation with the belt would have been a cause of death?
Well, that would be, but I'm saying the whole.
Okay.
You're going to see only marks on the back of the neck or the back of the shoulders or something like that.
Okay. All right, man.
It's not going to be the front,
Okay.
because that would be asphyxiation, but
Yeah.
back, shoulder.
Investigators also spoke with a former girlfriend who described the abuse she suffered while with Alan. Her account painted a clearer picture of his capacity for violence and set the stage for what they would find inside the apartment.
What type of relationship did you guys have?
It started off as friends and we were intimate.
Okay. How long did that relationship last for?
3 months.
Violence from Wade towards you?
No. There was one incident and that's when our relationship ended.
Okay, what happened then, if you don't mind me asking?
So.
And again, if I ask you a question and you don't want to answer it, you just tell me and we'll move on to something else.
No, I love that you're here.
Okay.
I am glad that he's in jail because I'm scared that he's going to be here. Like, if he wasn't in jail, I have a message that he called me on Christmas. He calls me every Christmas.
From the jail?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it should have been me that died.
Why do you say that?
Because he called me all the time. Like, if I wouldn't have ended things when I did, that would have been me. And that's terrifying to me.
So what happened that ended your guys' relationship?
Okay, so my kids had just started school again, and I needed to be home with them, and so I couldn't do whatever he was asking me to do, like pick him up or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up showing up here.
Here at this house?
Yeah.
How did he get here? He didn't have a car?
No, he lived in Hamilton from July, August, and he left early September, and this was when he left.
Okay.
18?
Yeah. So he moved here the first week in July of that year, and he lived in a tent, like, in somebody's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so he was in this town.
So then that was 2019? 18?
18 or 19.
Okay.
Because it's been, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
So I couldn't do whatever he asked me to do. So he showed up at my house, and he wanted to go to Kalamazoo.
Okay.
Because that's where he was from,
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted to go home because they were dealing with some issue, like they needed, I don't know, he felt like he needed to be there. But I had my kids and I could not take him.
Mm-hmm.
And he started to fight out here, and I finally was like, okay, just get in the car, like, I'll take you just to get you away from me. And my kids were in the back seat, and he was in the front seat with me, and we were driving towards Kalamazoo, and he realized that I was going to leave him there.
Mm-hmm.
And he said something, and I just put my hand across. I didn't even touch him. I just was like, stop. Like, just stop. My kids are right there. Like, you're freaking out. And he told me that he would break my fucking arm if I ever did that again.
Hmm.
And I didn't even touch him.
Just kind of did the, like, hey, ease
Yeah,
up kind of
like,
thing. Yeah.
And so my daughter was she's a diabetic,
Mm-hmm.
and she started, I didn't know at the time, but she was like, Mom, my sugar's going low. But she was just faking it to get back home.
No.
And
Smart girl.
Mm-hmm.
so we turned back around, and I'm like, okay, Jody's going low, don't say anything else. Like, I need to get her taken care of. Let me just get us back to home.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got us back here. My kids got in the house. I got away from him out of the car. And he's like, just get back in the car and take me. And I'm like, no, I'm not getting back in the car. And I put like a bicycle and a chair between us, and I wouldn't let him get close enough. And he's like, no, I'm not going to hurt you. Just come here. Let's just figure this out. And I was like, no. You need to find like somewhere else to go, somewhere, like, get away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anything to do with you. And he ended up finding a ride from the Love Inc. place down here on 134th right here.
Okay.
And one of the guys from there brought him to Kalamazoo.
Mm-hmm.
But when he left, he stole my phone. So I was like, I didn't know that right off the bat. But I'm like, where's my phone? And then he had taken it with him.
Once in custody, Alan reportedly began speaking to his cellmates about what he had done, almost bragging about the crime. Investigators later learned that he appeared to be flexing, openly describing details of the murder that confirmed suspicions about his behavior.
And what did Wade tell you that he did to Kelly?
He basically told us that he tied her up and put her in a closet while he would go to work. And he gagged her with a screwdriver and a wash rag, and he would put a wash rag around into the screwdriver and made it like a horse bit. That's why he wouldn't have to take the bit out of her mouth, because he could wet the wash rag and give her water, so he'd keep her tied up longer without having to untie her.
Okay, so when he tied her up and put her in the closet when he went to work, is that when she was
alive?
Still alive and normal? And
yeah.
Okay. And then he said he put a screwdriver.
Yeah, he said he did it like a bit, but he wrapped a wash rag around it.
And what was the purpose of that?
So she couldn't yell and scream. But he said he did the wash rag so he could put water on it, so she could suck water out of it when he was at work, so she would be dehydrated.
What else did Wade tell you?
He said when she got to be submitted to that, where she would just let him do it without having to fight him, that's when he started taking the torch and burn. He said he burned her nipples and her clitoris and then he took the screwdriver and forced her tongue out and burnt her tongue out. Because he said if she was ever gonna cheat on him or leave him, that she wasn't ever gonna be able to feel any kind of pleasure if it wasn't.
Right, Daniel, tell me what you want to talk about.
Basically, he was all talking about how she wouldn't eat, and that he was beating her with his hands, and she fell, hit her head, and she was on the floor, never woke up. I guess he said that she was like in a coma of some sort, that he had put her in the bathtub, turned the hot water on full, and so thought that she would wake up herself, and just left her in there to scald the shit out of her. That he quit beating her with his hands and started using a belt to beat her in the back and stuff, trying to wake her up and everything. He decided that he'd quit hitting with his hands and use a belt so that way the bruises wouldn't be there when if she died or whatever. And that he kept her in, he tried to put her in a cooler that he went and bought, and she wouldn't fit, so he went and bought a sawzall, chopped her up so she'd fit in another cooler, in that cooler, and then sold the sawzall to a friend of his, who traded it for a VCR, and he was bragging and laughing about it the whole time, which was the disturbing part. And that he would have his friends over after he'd go to work, and then go play whatever games while she's laying on the floor. And that she was stinking and stuff, and that's why he put her in the tub. And he was bragging about how she was growing mold, and how he would offer his friends to look into the coolers, that they were sitting smoking pot, they were sitting on top of her, and he'd laugh about that and thinking it was funny. And just his laughter about it, his smiling at me, and I don't know why he confided in telling me, or why he said anything to any other people. But he would sit and watch Criminal Minds and talk about, if I had it all, I wish I'd have watched this and I could have done it differently. The way he talked, it seemed like he has done it before. This wasn't the first chick.
Okay.
And
I just want to slow down and back up here. Just take a breath.
Yeah, it gets me going, man.
Right? No, I get it. I mean,
it messed my sleep, but it's tore me up, man.
Well, hopefully after we talk today, you'll be able to get some sleep and stuff in.
Sorry.
So take a breath.
I've been excited to be able to talk to you too.
In January 2023, Wade Allen pleaded no contest to the murder and mutilation of his girlfriend, Kelly Jean Warner, and to the sexual assault of a fellow inmate while in custody. He was sentenced in June 2023 by a Michigan court to between 39 and 60 years in prison for second-degree homicide, plus an additional 2 to 5 years for attempted dismemberment, and 38 months to 5 years for the attempted criminal sexual conduct, the latter to run consecutive to the murder sentence. On top of prison time, he must pay for burial costs, court costs, and fines, and will remain registered for life as a sex offender. As of now, given the sentencing guidelines, it's likely Allen will remain behind bars for decades, making this one of the harshest punishments for such a crime in Michigan.